Hello YouTube. We're tearing down all the Dutch bucket hydroponic tomatoes. They would produce tomatoes, but they just wouldn't produce any good size. The flavor was still the same. It was still good flavored tomato, but they had lived their life. They were actually coming across from where you're seeing this right here. They would ump the wall and out, and they were passing the ceiling fan. They were probably about, I'd say, right at 20-foot long plants. And that's not the way we're going to do this next set. They were getting in the way. There was no way to hang them from the ceiling. So we decided we're going to start over. Since we're on the back porch on concrete, it's not really a way I can get the reservoir down in the ground like he was doing to help control the temperature. So we're going to wrap some insulation around it. We'll start putting Coke sickles. It'll be a 2-liter Coke bottle that's full of water and been frozen. Takes about 2 of those in the morning, 2 of those in the evening. To kind of keep the temperature down to where it's not going to fry your roots because it gets so hot in there. But anyway, let's look inside one of these buckets. And there's been a couple of times actually that I've had to go inside here, like right in through here, and cut stuff out because there would be stuff growing out of there besides the main stalk here. This one here, I haven't put any water or anything in this system in about a week and a half. And it's trying to grow. I cut all these off the other day when I got rid of the rest of them. And you can tell this one down here, it's already got new growth on it. I want to take this chance to show you. Alright, I've already pulled everything out of the bucket here. The only thing that's left is paint strainer. This is one of those tomatoes that, as I said earlier, I kept having to cut stuff off. You can see where it's tried to grow all up in through here even. But what I wanted to show you, that's the roots. So they have grown out of the bag. Most of them are right there by the drain. This drain wasn't completely sealed off, but the one I did right before this, the drain was completely sealed off. Well, I'm not even sure how water was getting through it, but so that's what happens on the inside, or actually that's what happens on the inside of the bucket outside of the paint strainer. But it's most definitely still just real fine white roots. These buckets went through 2 cycles, or 2 growings. I cleaned it, well, last time I cleaned them all up and I painted them. So I'm guessing this is all the salt that's coming out and gathering right here. All this will get a real good washing. As you can see on here, it's built up. It is caked on. The rubber washer is still good. This is what I wanted to show you. All these roots, there's the paint strainer, 5-gallon paint strainer with the perlite. All these roots have grown through that paint strainer, and they're on the outside of the bag. I noticed this on my first couple of buckets. This root here, or some of the roots that were on the outside, was completely wrapped around that drain. And on a couple others, I had about this much of it. I'd say probably a good 8-10 inches was down inside the drain, growing into the pipe down here. Which apparently it didn't make that much of a difference. I would have never imagined those roots would have done that. There's a paint strainer. There's part of the roots that were growing around the outside of it. See if I can reach in here and get this plant out. These are the roots that are down inside the bucket. And I'm sure I've ripped a bunch of those out. And then there were 3. All these tomatoes got planted. It was either the last week of September, first week of October, something like that. And they made it. They were still producing up until, well, basically up until I picked all the tomatoes off of them. But they were no bigger than the biggest one we had was about tennis ball size. Almost the whole entire set, last set, was starting to get blossom end rot. Because once again, I just gave them straight water for about a week. I quit feeding them when I made the decision to pull them out. But that'll do it for this time. What we're going to try to do next video is show you how everything's put together, what we did to do it. Once again, I'll put some links down to MHP Gardener's, actually 2 links to 2 of his videos. One is how to do everything, and the second will be how to mix your fertilizer and what ratios and proportions and all that with the fertilizers he's using. And until next time.